Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapping. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides.
All right, make sure you hit that like button, especially right when you come on in. Smash that like button, and we're about to get started. Smash the like, hit the share button, drop a comment down below. Swole privilege, motherfuckers. Oh yeah. All right. All right, let's get started.
Some will be too hard, wanted to be in than what I became. Ended up going.
Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Oh yeah. Testing. Testing. Is this mic on? Testing testicles. Ooh, welcome everyone to episode 1700 and 20 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Everest and K2 Flexin'. On all you B-shares, the best sponsors in the game. The greatest, the best sponsors. No one sponsors like Everest and K2. What's going on, Beaches? How we doing today? Welcome, Swole fam. Welcome, come one, come all. If you are brand new to the Mancast, drop some cherries in the comments down below. It is Wednesday, January the 20th, and I am super stoked to be here, and I'm super stoked to go deep on today's content. We got some awesome posts, we got some good questions, and of course, we got some dookie of the dookiest, so let's jump right into it. Drop a comment down below. What did you smash today? I actually sent out a Swole text earlier and I asked, what'd you pump today? I hope you had a good pump. Today was leg day. So I don't know what you smashed today, but make sure you go do it. All right. If you're brand new, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Swole fam, you already get your Swole text, but I do want to remind you that the Fuck Your Resolution special is ending. The early bird special is ending on Sunday. So you learn more, swolenormousx.com/memberships, and join today for up to 50% off. We got some awesome opportunities for all of you to make sure that you have your 7 pillars locked in for 2021. Don't be without your programming. Don't be without your yoga. Don't be without your 7 pillars. 2021, you got to focus. It's 2020 part 2. Are you ready? Are you focused? Is your head in the right place? Let's see what the Swole fan's been crushing today. You could also, for those of you that are just joining in, subscribe over on Apple Podcast and Spotify. We got some awesome shows. We have Red, White, and Swole. We have the Swolenormous Procast, and we also have the Swolenormous Audio Experience, and those have several releases a week, so make sure you check that out. We have a new episode of the Procast coming. Probably it was supposed to release earlier this week, probably will release tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Let's see. Nicole says hi, loves the nips. What? You're right.
Fucking Catalina wine.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Ooh, loves the nips. Wow.
Wow.
All right. Well, you keep some good company there, James. You keep some good company. I will say that. All right, let's bust this beach out. Speaking of nips, speaking of nuts, let's get into today's episode. We have to release the Tessie. A lot of you in the Swole fam, you already know what the Swole card is today, but put some respect on it, cover those nips, and let's bust this beach out of the nut, and we are going to get into it. Put some respect on it. Isn't that a beautiful beach? What'd you smash today? Drop in the comments below. All right, Bish, come here. That's a sexy Bish. That's a sexy Bish. Look at that. Look at that all peppermint tip. Look at that peppermint tip. And Leo putting in the work. All right, hashtag Swole privilege. Look at the angle. The angle of the camera looks like your peppermint tip is a little bit sloppy. That hair is pretty epic. Hold on, let me fix that tip. There we go. Get that hair. All right, looking better. Looking better. You're looking a little bit ragged, a little bit pathetic. All right, hashtag Swole privilege for a chance to win today's Swole card. A little red, white, and Swole. A little Swole privilege. I hope you're feeling privileged today. I hope you're making those sick fucking gains. And we got some of you watching on YouTube. We got some of you watching on Facebook. And of course, the private Swole fam Discord. What's up, Discord fam? How we doing? Let's get into the tip today. Hashtag Swole privilege in the comments below. We'll give away the Swole card at the end of today's episode. And so just drop that and stick around for the Swole card. Let's get into the tip, fam. Let's do it. Just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, let's get started. Again, drop it in the comments below. What did you smash today? Let's get into some Swole fam classics. Really excited. So today's episode, we're going to start off with some cam over on the Discord. Hey guys, I'm starting week 3 in Swole season, and Pull Delta has me doing T-bar rows. I unfortunately have no way to do them at the gym. Any ideas on a substitute? T-bar rows. So there's no way for you to do them at the gym. So your gym doesn't have a barbell. You don't have a handle. You don't have a barbell or a handle. All right, your gym. I don't know if you have a home, if it's your home gym, that's one thing. If you're going to a gym and there's no way for you to do a T-bar row, you can't rig that up. Anyway, you could do a low bar. You have a cable. There's a couple different ways you can kind of mimic a T-bar. It's a little bit different when you have dumbbells. You can do it with a single dumbbell or 2 dumbbells held together, and you can just do a close grip row. You could do it you could do a low cable row where you're standing and you're doing a low pull where the cable is at the bottom and you're doing kind of like in a barbell row position. So you could be pulling from a low position. You could do that with a low cable. Planet Fitness has, oh my God, that's the problem. Planet Fitness has Smith no bars. What an evil thing for a gym to do. What an evil thing for a gym to do. All right, I have nothing against gyms that give people God, why couldn't Planet Fitness? You literally had to have a woke ass gym. There's a reason why Planet Fitness has been successful. It's because it's pretty much woke culture in a gym. Oh my goodness. Come on. I didn't know that they didn't have any free bars. Now that I think of it, I think we've had this question before. God damn it, Planet Fitness. Jeez.
You went full retard, man.
That is just, yeah. Isn't Planet Fitness? Planet Fitness is the Sleepy Joe goes to Planet Fitness. Yeah. Don't they have pizza parties or give away donuts or bagels or something on Mondays? I must have slipped my mind because I don't know if I've been in a Planet Fitness, maybe once. I think I've been through the doors. I've never trained at one. I don't think I've ever trained at a Planet Fitness. I've been to a UFit. I thought it was Planet Fitness, but it wasn't. It's different. I think it's still purple. Some abrasive colors. Oh, my goodness. Now, Smith machines have their benefits. I've used them before. I haven't used a Smith machine in so long. I used to do hip bridges on a Smith machine just because it was a good position at the gym. It was convenient. But anyway, so if you go to Planet Fitness, I would make it a cable. I would make it a cable row where you have the cable pulling from the lowest position and you have the handle, a close grip handle, and you're doing it like that. try to mimic the movement as close as possible. You might not be able to get the same stretch with the same angle. You might have to potentially put like a bench or a plyo box or something, but it might be a risky position. And I don't know if Planet Fitness doesn't let you stand on things or doesn't let you use a step up block or something like that. So that I would have to see what you have. There's other options. You just have to mimic. I mean, seriously, that's all you have to do. If you're trying to replace an exercise, you just mimic the movement. So what is the movement? What is the angle of pull? And what is the positioning, the body positioning for that movement, and then swap it out, whether it's a cable, whether it's a bar, whether it's a kettlebell or something of the sort. I would have to see what things you have available and then, oh, do this. Do they have dumbbells? Don't they have dumbbells that only go up to like 50 pounds or something? I don't know. Planet Fitness. I don't know.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
Yeah, I think Planet Fitness needs to get a fucking barbell. Got to help people out. Give them a hand. They have a lot of treadmills. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that would be my suggestion. That would be my suggestion for the T-bar rows, is to do a low cable row standing and mimic that angle with the cables. If you can get that stretch, that would be my recommendation. All right, cool. Good question. And, yeah. Sorry to hear about the membership there. Sorry to hear about that, fam. Look, I'm just going to say this outright. Go to Planet Fitness. If that's what you have available, if that works for you, fine. If the price is good, if the convenience, fine, go. But that fucking blows. You don't have a free bar in a gym. You don't have a free bar. You have Smith machines. Really? You want people to exercise and get results? They don't. They don't. Not if you're having pizza parties and donuts and stuff. Isn't their slogan, no commitment? Well, anyway. All right. Let's see here. Elif, hey fam, just getting over the vid. A few more days of isolation and I eased back into working out with some yin yoga for upper body and I'm feeling great. Thankfully, I experienced a quick recovery. To be honest, I would have never thought I had COVID. Just felt like I had a slight cold. I was nervous about getting this virus as I'm a type 1 diabetic. Looking forward to getting back into routine. Stay swole, fam. Good. Good for you. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't have. I guess I have it or had it. I mean, Mama Swolio had it. She had the sniffles. She couldn't taste food for a couple of days. I was fine. I just ate more. I ate more beef liver and more broth and bacon, and I trained, and I didn't notice anything. So some people get hit hard, some people don't. But I think we all have to reiterate every time we talk about how some people have harsh reactions, that even people that don't look morbidly obese, most people don't take care of their health. Most people are eating garbage foods and probably have porous intestines and their digestive system is all jacked up. They're not sleeping. They're stressed out. They aren't hydrating properly. They're not, I don't know, just most people aren't healthy. So a lot of people are getting sick for a reason. A lot of people get the flu. A lot of people just get ill repeatedly over the course of a year because their immune systems are garbage. So we're going to find out more and more. And of course, there's probably different strains, and then there's probably some genetic predispositions. There'll be more information that comes out eventually. Maybe. But, there's a lot of scare tactics going on too. But a lot of people in this country are not healthy. We keep going over those stats. 73 or 75% of people are overweight and obese. So 75% of people are really unhealthy. And then you have the other 25% that are probably not really optimizing their health or have a lot of unhealthy behaviors. So yeah, a lot of people aren't healthy in a society where people are really eating themselves to death and destroying their health voluntarily. When something like this comes along, there's going to be some serious consequences. So it's unfortunate, but just take care of your health and then you'll keep it as best as you can. You got to take care of yourself, got to take care of your health, take care of your body. Take care of your body, but get ready for 15 vaccines they're going to have to take. couple a year. You got to keep on taking it. Keep on re-upping it. It disappears after a while. We'll see. All right. I've gotten messages from a bunch of people that have had issues with that, but some people that haven't. So be smart, be safe, take care of your health. That's why we're here. Kat, let's see. Hope you all feel good and you have a nice day. How is the weather where you live? It's fantastic, Kat. Smashed upper body yesterday and did a little run. It's pretty cold over here, but I still had a good sweat. This was not my running outfit, by the way. Is that a question? How's the weather where you live? Well, fam, how's the weather where you live? Thank you, Kat. It's nice. It's beautiful down here in Florida. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yow. Yow.
King Leon. All right, let's take some questions. Let's jump right into some questions. We got some more Swole fan posts we'll get into. But let's take a couple questions as well. We'll go through a couple questions. We'll go through a couple Swole fan posts. Let's take one. If you got a question, you could drop it in the comments down below. We'll do some fan posts and we'll do some questions. Let's see here. You don't say Papa was exposed to the Rona but didn't get surprised. I got it. She had it. She tested positive for it. So she stayed home and she had the sniffles. She didn't taste. I was telling her, I said, Mama Swolio. I said, if you are the reason why I can't taste steak or bacon, I told her I was going to lose my fucking mind, but I was fine. I worked out. I did what I do what I normally do. No, I didn't change anything. I feel fine. So I don't know. Take care of yourself. Take care of your fucking self. What I did was have more. I went up on the organ meats. I upped the organ meats and the bone broth and kept on training and working and doing everything that I normally do. Let's see what we got here. We had a cyclone threatening us this week, but nice weather. We had a natural disaster this week, but aside from that, beautiful, brisk. Swole Sama, foot of snow and 2 degrees up here. Damn. Kashina, been nice in California. We had a few 70-degree days, but starting to cool off. It helps because you guys take care of yourselves. Shocker, right? Well, yeah, it's hard to... there really isn't a lot of places where you can have the conversation because someone else is going to come and say, like, I had 9 family members die from... That's terrible. That's terrible. And I don't say that. And again, just to reiterate, I don't say that to gloat. I'm not saying that like, oh, I didn't get sick, and not to make light of anything. That's for sure. But if you take care of your health, you are less at risk for any of these issues. And I'm the kind of person that never gets sick. Just never I never get sick. I never feel under the weather. I just don't get sick. If anything, if I ever have the sniffles or I feel down or I have a headache or something, and it's something like I catch a bug or whatever you want to call it, it'll be 24 hours and then I'm done. And that'll be the only thing for a couple of years. So it's very infrequent that I feel anything bad, which is good. I'm glad. I'm grateful for it. But I also work for that. I take care of myself. I eat properly and I train regularly and I take care of my health the best that I can. And I could do it better. Everyone could do it better. But I don't do what the average person does. And I think we forget, especially the average person that's not really plugged in to their health. That's not really plugged into exercise and nutrition and meditation. Most people are not healthy, even if they're not obese. Everyone just thinks, okay, well, people's idea in society today, people's idea of what obese is or what overweight is very distorted. Most people are overweight, even if they don't think. They're just not overweight in comparison to someone who's morbidly obese. And there's so many people that just don't take care of their health. And even if you don't look fat, you don't look really huge. If you don't look really huge, it doesn't mean that you are healthy. It doesn't mean that your insides are running optimally. It doesn't mean that you're consuming healthy foods. You might not be consuming in excess, perhaps. Your metabolism is working well enough, but you're not consuming the proper nutrients. Your body is still kind of hanging by a thread. And then when something comes along that pushes you over that edge, you get sick. We don't want to be average. The average people in this country are obese and overweight and not healthy. Don't be average. Fuck average. But today we got Swole Privilege. All right, let's take a couple questions. We got a couple live questions I see. Make sure you use the hashtag AskPapaSwolio so it sticks out there. But angry aliens abduct. How can I get a better time for a 3-mile run? I have a PFT coming soon and I hate endurance training. I'd rather lift. Yeah, I agree. 3-mile run. How do I get a better time? You practice running. You run more. I would practice if you're trying to train for a certain time, you run more. You run more. So if you're trying to train for a 3-mile run, you train for a 5-mile run. This is how I would do it. I mean, I'm no expert on proper endurance progressions like that, really, but I used to do the trail runs. I used to do those I used to wear my Vibrams and do the trail runs, do the 5 and 10K trail runs. So I would just progress it gradually over time, just like lifting weights. Just like lifting weights, you just slowly seesaw it up. You have the frequency, you do longer runs, you do 5-mile runs, you do a couple 5-mile runs in a week, then you back it off, and then you do shorter mile runs more frequently, 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. You can seesaw it a little bit. Depends on what's your time frame. You have a PFT coming soon. It's kind of hard to ride a fucking bike. That'll get you a quicker time. Well, I don't think that's the answer here. I don't think, can I ride a bike instead of running this? Please? No. So I'd recommend starting to train for longer distances. Depends on how long you have until your run. You don't want to exhaust yourself before you do it, but it's just 3 miles. That's doable. So hopefully you've been training up to this point. Let's see here. Bam, 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 bam. Let's see. Ohio Fisherman. What's up? Papa Swolio, I'm newer to lifting. How often should I max my lifts like deadlift? Infrequently. I never did. I never did max lifts, really. I would do low repetitions, maybe 3-4 reps, but I never really went too low for deadlifts. You could always just do doubles, but I would limit those max lifts. If you're newer to lifting, don't even worry about maxing. Focus on form. Make sure you got your form locked down. Don't even worry about maxing, especially if you're newer to lifting. You can definitely push yourself to heavier sets. You could definitely push yourself because you could do a 4-rep max. It still counts. So going to an absolute max, that takes a lot of preparation, takes a lot of quality form, a lot of quality training. You don't want to max, especially if you're newer to lifting. So I would recommend doing no less than like 6 reps if you're newer to lifting, you're deadlifting. But I never max. I have no interest. I probably will never, honestly, I probably will never max again. I've done it a little bit, but doubles, 3 reps, 4 reps, a max is just an ego lift. There's no need to do it. If you're powerlifting, I get it. You're doing it for a competition, but for an average person, the risk is not worth the reward. It truly is not. That's just my opinion on it. But if you want longevity, a deadlift is one of those things where if you fuck it up, if you fuck up a deadlift, that's going to break something in your body that is going to never go back to the way it was. If you know what I'm saying. If you hurt yourself in a deadlift position, if your form isn't optimal and you overdo it, you can really fuck yourself up permanently. And when I say permanently, like you don't want to have something that nags and lingers and you have issues with the rest of your life. That's what I mean. So I wouldn't worry about maxing. I would just you could still do maximum sets of 4 reps, of 6 reps. So that's kind of where I would stick to it for the most part. Good question. Good question. All right, we got a couple more. Leon, Papa Swolio, is ghee as good as beef tallow when cooking? I could only find ghee. I can only find ghee locally. Ghee is clarified butter. I mean, when you say as good, I would say no, but it's good. You can definitely use ghee. Just be careful. Don't burn it. Ghee is not, because beef tallow is rendered fat. Ghee is clarified butter. So it's different. So ghee is still great. That's still a good thing. And that's good for people that want to consume grass-fed, for example, grass-fed butter. If you have issues, my tongue got stuck. If you have issues with grass-fed butter, you can go for grass-fed ghee, and that is a good replacement. But for cooking, you want to make sure you're not burning it. I don't think I've ever used ghee for cooking, personally. You can, just be careful. Papa Swolio, you know if pups can get the kung flu? My girl goes shopping with me. I was wondering if I'm putting her at risk. Anyone hear of species mutations? I think there might have been one dog or something that got COVID. I don't know. We were talking about it yesterday that they're probably going to start fear mongering that you're going to find COVID in grass-fed beef or something and try to get people to eat more plants and save the environment, because if you eat animals, it's bad. Plus they have COVID. Oh my God. So we're saying there's probably going to be some propaganda about animal protein and animal foods having COVID. So to push people more towards eating peas and soy. So I don't know much about, I don't think dogs are getting it. I think a dog has had it, but I don't know if there was any side effect, or I think it was a rare case. But I wouldn't like. Yeah. Our Kool-Aid is bone broth. Bone broth, baby. Yeah, I had two mugs of bone broth today. I doubled up. I've been doing some other stuff with my nutrition. I've been limiting some other things, experimenting a little bit more again. Feeling good. Let's see here. Grass-fed COVID. All right, let's get into, we got a couple more. We got a Swole fam post. Get into one. Elisa, new member to the Swole fam. Welcome. All right, Elisa. Hi, Swole fam. I started a different position at work that has me walking up to 4 extra miles a day outside, and I love it. Very nice. My sister and I are learning so many tasty organ meat dishes: heart, liver, spleens, gizzards, and tripe. I'm feeling great. I'm glad I joined the Swole fam last year. Thank you so much. Welcome. Liver, spleens, gizzards, and tripe. Nice. Now, when it comes to organ meat dishes, one of the best ways to get heart and liver and to get these organ meats, and you can grind them into your beef. That's a good way to do it, unless you're going to be making all these other dishes. I don't get too fancy. I just try to make it as simple as possible, but as long as you're getting them in, you could also check out the beef organ supplements. Those are another, I would say that's like the next level. If you cannot get access to the actual meat, the organ meats locally, or order them, you can also take an organ supplement that is also extremely beneficial for you. Let's see. Got another one. Any other questions? You can still drop in the comments down below. Anton, this will be my first post, hopefully, to keep my motivation up during this tough time. Let me start off with saying I'm in the Army, not for acknowledgement. The thank you for your service stuff is quite embarrassing, but it's important, as recently I went home for the first time in 7 months. While there, I didn't put in the work, and now I am paying the consequences. But my plan is pretty simple: to get back under 160 pounds. Thank you for your time. And also, great job to those of you who are putting in the work to look good and feel good. You guys are an inspiration. Well, thank you, Anton, still, for your service. I know you're not doing it for acknowledgement, but you were saying that you went home for the first time in 7 months, you didn't put in the work, and now you're paying the consequences. So in other words, you slacked when you went on break or on leave, and now you're hurting and you're noticing it. Makes a big difference. Well, glad you're back on it, and I am glad that the Swole fam is here to support you, Anton. Thanks again for your service. Nipdog, Papa Swolio, is there a bone broth with low sodium? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I put salt. I put Celtic sea salt, and I love salt. I put in my bone broth, so I don't know how that would be without it. Make it yourself, and then you can adjust it accordingly. Make it yourself, and then you can adjust it to your needs. But I can imagine most people are so inundated with salt that if they make it without salt, I don't know if it's going to preserve if they make it pre-made as well, but people would be like, oh my God, this doesn't have any salt in it. But of course they'll put like shit sodium in it. You could use a nice good Celtic sea salt or the salt of your choice, but get a better quality of it. They probably do make a low sodium somewhere. I'm not sure how it would taste. A lot of things that I've tried in the past that might claim to be low sodium, they still taste like they have a ton of sodium. So it depends on what your tolerance for that kind of stuff is and how you react to whatever kind of salt they're putting in. Because if you're consuming a high quality sea salt or of the sort, there's different ones out there. There's Redmond sea salt. There's Celtic sea salt. I use both. You can try different ones out there, but I've been using Celtic sea salt for years and I love it. Some people have said that if you get it from the sea, you can find microplastics in sea salts, and you have to take what you can get. So I'm not out there finding my own sea salt, I'm not getting my own, so I'll have to settle for that. But there's different types, and some people like certain ones for whatever reason. But Celtic sea salt has always been a top player for minerals, and just I love it. It's great. Papa Swolio, have you tried menudo? It's a soup that has tripe or other organs in it. No, I have not. What kind of ethnic, is that an ethnic dish? Menudo sounds Latin, but I have not. I got the PDF and downloadable stuff from your link tree, but I'm confused on what I would be paying for. Is that the only way to get the Swole texts? The PDF and downloadable stuff from your link tree. Well, I don't have a link tree. You mean my site? You mean my page? It might look like a link tree. What'd you download? You download the ebook and stuff? You're confused on what you'll be paying for. Go to the website and it'll tell you what the memberships include. And yes, Swole Text is only for members. So head on over to swolenormousx.com, click on memberships, and boom, you will see exactly what you're paying for. So that's where you get access to the private Swole Fam Discord, Swole Text, Swole TV, the private Facebook group. If you use Facebook, you can get access to the private Facebook group there and all the exclusive content. And if you go for the unlimited memberships, you get all the programs, nutrition, meditation, yoga studio, everything. Tons and tons of stuff. You can keep on asking questions. If I don't get it, we have a lot of members here watching live. They can answer for you as well. But if you download the PDF, you might be referring to the 7 Pillars ebook, I would assume. If you use that link from, maybe it was from Instagram or TikTok. Let's see here. All right. Microplastics. If you're commenting below, microplastics. All right, let's take a question from Instagram. Yes, from TikTok. Well, thank you for following. Yeah, check it out. Check out the website. Click on that same link tree. If you click on memberships, it'll take you, and then boom, you'll find out all the stuff with the memberships. Let's see. All right, from Instagram, John Thomas Gauthier. Papa Swolio, running 100 floors a day, good for cardio. Yeah, it sounds like it. I usually like some more context, but when you're talking about cardio, a lot of people are asking me, what do you think? How much cardio should I do? What do you think about cardio? I usually push back pretty hard on cardio just because I think it's left over from the last 20 or 30 years, the big aerobic boom in the 80s and 90s. I just think people focus way too much on cardio. Not that cardio is bad. So I have to segment and separate what I mean by that. But I try to make it clear that cardio should be used as something, it depends on how you use it and what your goal is. Cardiovascular capacity is very important. At the same time, should you be on a step mill or a Stairmaster or a treadmill for an hour every day? No. The answer is no. That's ridiculous. So the point is, what's your goal? If it's only to improve your cardiovascular capacity, then sure, running upstairs, running in the woods, like doing cardiovascular activity is going to be better for your cardio. Are you trying to lose weight? I mean, I know this question asks about for cardio. So the answer is, yeah, sure. Walking down the street is great for cardio. It's better than sitting on the couch. You see what I'm saying? So what's your goal for doing the cardio? Are you trying to lose weight, trying to build muscle? Make sure that this is fitting into whatever protocol or program that you're doing in order to get you all the other things that you want. I mean, running up and down, running up floors, like running upstairs, yeah, that's going to get your heart rate going. You're going to be sweaty. You're going to be tired. But I think cardio should be used more as a seasoning, for example, rather than a staple in most people. Because if you're doing your weight training, if you're doing stabilization exercise, like a lot of you that have done the 90-day dash and the programs and X, you know that it covers stabilization. It covers that kind of total body proprioceptive environment, as well as building those strength protocols up through the swole phases. So you transition, you make sure that you're working in multiple planes of motion, you're activating muscles properly, you're practicing your yoga, you're practicing your meditation with brain gains. So when you have all those things, there's no pillar for cardio for a reason. So cardio can go into the training category. It can also go into recovery. You can do stuff that's kind of active rest. You can go for a jog. You can go for a bike ride. You can go for a swim. You can do, rowing or something on a machine as part of recovery, as part of doing something active. But again, it depends on how it fits into your goals. If it's not taking you closer to where you want to be based on your entire stress on your body, your entire protocol, if that's not going to get you closer to where you want to be, then we got to talk, right? We have to get back to the fundamentals, right? There's nothing wrong, right? There's nothing wrong with, yeah, I lost the train of thought, but anyway, kind of made the point. Let's see, Justin. Well, I agree with this. Do barbell step back lunges and you won't care about cardio, right? Those are brutal. I mean, seriously, if you're doing yoga, you're doing vinyasa yoga, you're doing kettlebell work. I mean, honestly, instead of doing cardio now, I'll just grab a kettlebell, a lighter kettlebell, and I'll just do cleans and snatches and kettlebell swings. Just grab a heavy kettlebell and do sets of 10 or 15, resting like 30 seconds to a minute. Your legs are going to be on fire. You're going to be out of breath and sweating. Just doing kettlebell circuits or just kettlebell cycles, you're going to be fucking fried. Yeah, just do 20 cleans on each side, rest for a minute, and then do it again. And then do some, you'll be exhausted. So, just some thoughts. The cardio needs to fit in and make sense. A lot of people just assume, and this is what I'm trying to say. The fundamental point is, don't assume. It's not like cardio has to be done. It's not a staple. It's not the main course. It's a side dish. So make sure you're getting your nutrients, so to speak, in terms of your programming, all the other aspects of it locked in, and then you can add that stuff in as will suit you. Jesse, I'm making broth. It's 50 hours in and over half of the liquid has evaporated. Is that normal? Yeah, you got to fill it back up. You might almost be done. I mean, it depends. Sometimes I keep it on high longer, but usually 48. I usually do 48 to 72 hours. It depends on like what kind of broth you're making and what else you're doing with it. It's normal, but you have to fill it back up. Just make sure that you boil the water first. Don't put in cold water into your broth. I usually just keep on topping it off. So you keep it like an inch over the bones. And then as it starts to evaporate, you fill it up with boiling water. Just don't put in cold water and that'll jack up the broth. Yeah, so it's normal. I just keep on filling it back up, topping it off. Angry Aliens, how do you keep up with calories in, calories out? I've been using an app, but I find it's still pretty loose on the numbers. I personally don't address it at all. I don't look at it. I mean, you have to eat more. If you're not gaining enough weight, just keep on eating more and just keep track of that. And you'll figure out if you're gaining or losing. But if you're trying to lose weight, then you have to eat less than you need to maintain. And you just have to ballpark it and then track your calories and your weight and whatever else you're measuring. And then just check it every week or two. But I personally don't track my calories at all. What's a good source? Papa Swolio, what's a good source of vitamin D? Insert joke here. I have to. All right.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
Okay. All right. Are supplements really helpful? There's a lot of sun right now in Washington. I think they're helpful if you don't have access to sun. If you do, get some sun. Get some sun. Yeah, they're helpful. I haven't heard anything. I mean, are certain supplements or certain ones better quality than others? I mean, I would definitely take it. If you're not getting a lot of sun, I thought it said there is a lot of sun. There's not a lot of sun right now in Washington. I would take it. I would take the supplements, the vitamin D. There's some good podcasts. There's some really good podcasts on vitamin D. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Not going to work. I'm blank, but there's certain episodes. Vitamin D is great. I mean, if you don't have access to it naturally, I would take a supplement. How many of you are taking a vitamin D supplement right now? I would recommend it. And first off, you're not going to lose anything by taking it. If you're wondering what the efficacy of the supplement is, it's not like you're going to take a vitamin D supplement and, oh my God, and it's not going to damage your body. So there's no downside to it. And I think most people, from something that I've also listened to, I was on a podcast, that most people taking 1 or taking 5,000, that you can take more. You have to check with your doctor and blood work and what you need, but most people are low in vitamin D. It's one of those things that people are chronically low in. So if you're not getting a lot of sun, I would definitely recommend you take it. I just get tons of sun every day. Yeah, Dr. Rhonda Patrick. Well, she's been talking about vitamin D since before COVID too. We've all been talking about it. Get some sun, go outside. But that's the problem, that all these jurisdictions are closing down. Don't go to the gym. The gyms are closed, and then you can't go outside, and then it's cold in winter. Of course, cases are going to go up when people are not getting vitamin D and they're stuck inside and they're fear mongering all day. People are stressed out. They're eating crap. They're stuck inside a cubicle, like a little prison cell in a city. And there's no sun. It's winter and it's cold. Fuck it. Most people it's a very common thing to be low in vitamin D. So if you're not getting a lot of sun, I would recommend taking it. Magnesium's a good one too. Magnesium's good. You can take it with an oil as well. There's magnesium oil sprays. You can find them. I think I have them in my Amazon store as well. You can also use Calm is a good supplement for magnesium. You can put in tea. But I don't really worry too much. I don't really worry too much about supplementing with vitamin D lately. I just go out in the sun. I live in Florida, so I go outside with my shirt off for 20, 30 minutes. I guess I could take more too. I haven't taken vitamin D lately. But we've been talking about that for a while. We've been talking about getting sun and exercising, and oh, shocker, taking care of your health. Then you have people outside. I still see people outside wearing masks. Walking outside wearing Second vaccine. How many are they trying to get you to take, Citrine? 2 more weeks until I get the second one. They're going to be sticking you with needles for the next 10 years. They're going to have a third one and a fourth one. Oh, we got a new strain. Take this one too. And this one. And this one. And this one. Jasa Elvad. J. Asselvad. Jas Alvad. Jasselvad. Jasalvad. Who knows? Hey, Papa. I want to start lifting weights. How do I determine how much weight to start with? That's a good question. I would recommend with the minimum. So in terms of what are you doing? Hopefully if you're going to a gym, you can, with a new membership, you might be able to have a sample trial session with the trainer. I would start with light weights, get consistent, make sure you have good form, and go less is more. Less is more. You just need to be getting into the habit of lifting. So for example, if you're doing weights, I would just say in general, start with 10 to 15 reps, not to failure, especially if you're a beginner. Don't go to failure. I repeat, if you're a beginner and you've never trained, you do not go to failure. If you go to failure, you're going to be really fucked up. You're going to really, really overload your muscles. Okay. You don't want to push it super hard, especially when you first start lifting. The most important thing is that you get consistent and that you practice proper form. So for example, any weight, whether it's always start with less, you can always go heavier. All right. Do 1 or 2 sets, 10 to 15 reps, and then you'll see how you feel the next couple of days, how sore you are, how you feel. Start with a couple basic movements. Start with a squat, start with a pressing movement, a pulling movement. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just don't go hardcore and do tons of curls or tricep extensions. You start jumping in right away to single joint exercise and isolated movements, you're going to just overload those muscles way too quick. You're going to feel it plenty in your arms just by doing a general chest press with dumbbells or on a machine or a Smith machine or whatever it is. Just develop the habit. So I would start with total body workouts 3 days a week or 4 days a week, and then slowly transition into upper and lower body days, about 4 or 5 days a week. Just ramp up into it. But how much weight to start with, you need to focus on proper form. Don't worry about the weight. The weight will come. Just keep it within a proper range that you can handle. Don't push it to failure, and make sure you're figuring out how to lift properly with good form. You can check out Swolenormous X if you want to join the Swole fam. We got all that stuff for you. But if you have someone in person that can help show you, like a trainer, someone who actually knows what they're talking about, that would be even more ideal. Good question. Hope that helps. Hit the like button, fam. Hit that like button. All right, let's go balls deep. Let's get into some more stuff. We got a couple shit posts, good questions, more Swole fam coming.
That's deep.
All right, let's see. We got a couple more Swole fam. Let's take one more Swole fam. Drop some dookie in the comments down below if you're ready for some shit posts. Let's take another Swole fam post here. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Everyone in the comments is talking about how the vaccine is going to lead to a zombie apocalypse, apparently. I don't think so. Maybe sterilization, but I don't know so much about a zombie apocalypse. I don't know. Be safe. I think there are always people that have issues with vaccines. There's always going to be those people that have side effects with every vaccine. So, I mean, I didn't want to take it to begin with, but now that she had it, I don't know if I have to. And for me, it's a pass, but you know, if you're in a high risk situation or you need to for your work, you do what you got to do. But we have what, 100? So I guess we have 100 million shots in 100 days. You want to put some money on how that's going to absolutely not fucking happen? Anyone? 100 million shots in 100 days. Get fucked. That is how the fuck is that gonna happen?
Take a big step back
That's
and
not gonna
literally
happen.
fuck your own face.
Right. That's some nonsense. That ain't gonna happen. 100 million, a third of the population. Right. How is that going to even? It won't. All right, so that starts today, right? In his first 100 days. So that starts today. So January, February, March, April 20th. April 20th, boom, 100 million. Sure. All right, Beth, fam, I've worked out or recovered consistently every day for a month for the first time in my life. Now to tackle the dietary slip-ups and I'll be where I want to be. Good for you, Beth. Good for you, Bethy McBetherson. Good for you. Let's see, Papa, maybe this is why everyone was asking about cardio. They're trying to run from the zombies. Ooh, maybe. 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 Let's see here. Let's see. Les Grossman could get it done. That's right. Get the head of Moderna and Pfizer on the phone right fucking now before I skull fuck your face. Les Grossman. 100 million. We'll see. All right. For those of you with a big household, trying to get everyone on the same track with getting healthy, what are some of the ways of motivating? And keeping everyone on track? As far as exercise and eating right, good for you. What an honorable thing to try to attempt. In a big household, trying to get everyone on the same track with getting healthy. What are some of your ways of motivating and keeping everyone on track as far as exercise and eating right? I'm going to have to, I need to see what you all think. Drop this in the comments down below, because that's a tough question. A big household, and you're trying to keep everyone on track as far as exercise and eating right. That sounds like an uphill battle, and it's covered in Crisco. And you're wearing those slippery booties that you wear when you're doing ice skating drills. I know that was that's a tough one to put together, but I have this image in my head. You're wearing these little soft suede booties, and a hill is covered in Crisco. You're trying to climb up it. I agree with the original on YouTube says lead by example. I agree. That's my default. You got to lead by example. So you got to do it for yourself. Yeah, Cerny's like, good luck with that. In a large household, it is so hard to get people to do what you want them to do. And it's not like, the thing is, we all know this. We all know that it's hard to get other people to do what you want them to do, but that shouldn't be the goal, right? You don't want them to do it for you. The thing is, you want them to do it for them, right? That's the thing. You want those people, your family members, you want them to do it for them. So to want someone to do something for themselves, that's some serious fucking inception there, isn't it? That's some inception. You're trying to make them want something. So you got to focus on yourself. Number one, you got to do it yourself. You can't be a hypocrite. So if you're not putting in 110%, if you're not playing the role, no one's going to. And that's the thing. If you're keeping everyone accountable, are they keeping themselves accountable? And you better not be slipping up, because the hypocrisy is going to break down that situation right quick. So drop down in the comments below. Let's see what we got. A big household. I wonder how big that is. I don't know if Cheyenne, if you're watching live, drop down in the comments. All right, let's get into a shit post, shall we? Drop a comment down below. Drop some dookie in the comments. We got this one. We got some good ones. We got a couple. God, you ready for this? I don't know if you're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready, fam? Are you ready? We got some swole privilege.
What's in the box?
All right, hashtag swole privilege for a chance to win today's swole card. Let's get into some dookie posts. All right. Don't hurt my brain too bad. Well, too late. So for those of you listening, we got a split screen image. On the left, it says not accomplishments. All right. Not accomplishments. These are not accomplishments on the left-hand column. On the right, we have actual accomplishments. These things on the right-hand side, these are actual accomplishments. Left, not accomplishments. Right, accomplishments. Okay. So here are some things that are not accomplishments. These are not accomplishments. So if you've done any one of these things, you didn't accomplish anything. It's not an accomplishment. Losing weight. Too late. Losing weight is not an accomplishment. So if you lost weight, hey, how many of you have lost weight in the comments? How many of you have transformed your bodies, transformed your life, and you feel amazing? Okay. That is not an accomplishment. You could drop this in the comments down below. You haven't accomplished anything. If you're no longer a fatty, too bad. You should still feel bad about yourself because you didn't accomplish shit. Apparently. All right. What else is not an accomplishment? Fitting into your goal weight pants. Okay. You're going to notice how this poster, this person, this picture, this shit post, they're trying to find things to write here. They're like, losing weight, fitting into your goal weight pants. And the last one, posting a before and after photo. Okay. All right. Hold on a second.
Matt Damon.
Okay. So if you fit into your goal weight pants, in other words, if you fit into pants that you wear, that's not an accomplishment. I don't know if anyone's put on a weight. Oh my God, I've accomplished fitting into my pants. That's a side effect of losing weight. So that's just another bonus. You get to wear clothes that you used to wear before you gained excess weight and you couldn't stuff your fucking flesh into those same tubes, the pant tubes. Posting a before and after photo. How many people have posted and said, I have accomplished something? I posted a before and after photo. Now I have accomplished something. I accomplished a before and after photo. So what are some actual accomplishments? Graduating from a school, a course, or a program. Or you can say, yeah, you graduated. Now you're $150,000 in debt for the rest of your life. So that comes with a caveat there. Raising money for a nonprofit. Cool. Isn't the number like 90% of nonprofits are scams? Like, aren't so many nonprofits so bad? I don't know the number, but it's a lot of them. A lot of them are just taking them all for administrative purposes. Okay. And another actual accomplishment, celebrating the body you are in today. Holy shit.
Matt Damon.
You went full retard, man.
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
Well,
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
celebrating, that's an actual accomplishment. Did you know that? So celebrating the body you are in today, just celebrating the body you are in today is an actual accomplishment. I think that celebrating the body that you're in today, I think that's the same thing as changing your fucking hashtag. That's the same thing as changing your fucking hashtag. Losing weight is definitely an accomplishment. Hell, graduating from a school is an accomplishment. Raising money. Okay. You accomplished raising money. Celebrating that's you being in a good mood and justifying whether you took care of yourself or not. These posts they do all look the same. It's the same nonsense. Right? 98% salary, 1.5% administration, 0.5% to the cause. Yeah. It seems completely backwards. Actual accomplishment. It's weird, right? You graduate from a school, a course. Yeah, you paid them to graduate you. What's up, baby girl? You paid them. You paid the school. The school wants you to get a degree. The school wants you to they want you to go through it because the longer you go through the school, the more money they take. Anyway, silliness. We got another one though. Did she come over here and knock? Hey, come here. Did she come over here and... Did Papa Swolio knock that beach over? Baby girl, come here. Mama, come here. Come here, baby. Goddamn beach. Did she knock that beach over? What the fuck? I saw her walk in the corner of the screen. She came over here, knocked it over, and fucking left. She kicked it and pieced. Goddamn beach. See if you're back on the show ever again. All right, we got another shit post. Fucking Wednesday. Fucking Wednesday. All right, here we go. All right, let's blow this up so we can do it together. All right, setting boundaries in healthcare. So these are two. Okay, setting boundaries in healthcare. I don't even know how to read this. This is going to be a mess. So these are a couple different quote boxes. So I guess these people are having a conversation, or is this a sequence of thoughts and verbal diarrhea? I don't know, but let's read through this. Setting boundaries in healthcare. I'm not going to hop up on the scale today. I only consent to be weighed when it is absolutely medically necessary. Oh, Jesus.
Matt Damon.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right, the next one. I am open to making behavior changes to promote my health. I think it would be more productive to focus on that rather than my size. Oh, I see what's going on here. This is like, what? It's like a negative versus a positive. Okay. Then focusing. All right, this is weird. I'm opening to making behavior changes to promote my health. I think it'll be more productive to focus on that rather than my size. Your size is a product of you not making any fucking effort to take care of your body. So, yes, we have to talk about that in lieu of your fucking size. Why can't you be honest that you're huge? Seriously, if you step on a scale, you're objectively getting pulled into the earth via gravity this amount. This is showing how much you and the earth are attracted to each other. And if you have more mass, just like a planet, the earth will pull you in harder. Harder. You see, planets attract each other. Or one another, however you want to say it. Because mass attracts mass. Interesting. Gravity. Science. We're still trying to figure this shit out, by the way. Scientists are still trying to figure all this shit out. So if you're bigger, if you have more mass, you're going to be pulled harder into the earth. That scale is telling all of us how much the earth wants to pull you into the center. And that's usually a good indication of whether or not you're taking care of your body. And if you are getting pulled into the center of the earth in a big way, you got to change those behaviors. Stop trying to be a fucking snowflake. We're all tired of it. I'm not pursuing weight loss anymore due to the low success rate and health risks.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon on that one. What recommendations would you make to someone with my condition in a smaller body? Well, let me tell you something about your condition. If your condition is because you trash your body and you have a huge body, you might not have that condition in a smaller body. Thus the issue to fucking begin with. Is everyone reading the same shit that I'm reading? Do we agree? Does this make sense? I mean, I'm just reacting to this. It's the first time I've read it. I always read these things fresh here on the live. We're all doing this together. Like, what the fuck? What recommendation? In other words, health at every size. In other words, if you're huge or you're small, you have the same health risks. So someone that has type 2 diabetes that's huge, the same person that's skinny or whatever, a smaller body. Like what? Like a fucking gnome? Like Gimli? Like a dwarf? What the fuck? A smaller body. A little person? All right.
If you can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
The last part. I just came in for a prescription. If you continue to bring up my weight unprompted, I'll find a GP who will provide the services I actually need. Okay, a full-blown
Matt Damon.
To any of you fucktards that think that this kind of behavior and this kind of mentality is going to help you get healthier, man, if I was a doctor, I'd be like,
Go fuck yourself.
seriously, I just came in for a prescription. I just came in for drugs. Listen to this. I just came in for a prescription. I just came in for a description. I just came in for drugs. I didn't come in for an actual information on how to solve the fucking symptoms. I didn't want to solve the problem. I just came in for some fucking pills, doc. I just came in for some fucking pills. If you continue to bring up my weight unprompted, doctor, tell me if I'm wrong, but like literally the standard is walking into a doctor's office and what do? They take your height, they take your weight, they take your blood pressure, they check your fucking lungs, and they ask you, how are you feeling? Anything different? We look at your blood work. It said this, this, and this. Okay, we're going to do this test today. Anything you want to talk to us about? Blah, blah, blah. I just came in for a prescription. You realize the doctor's not your bitch, right? Think of the fucking ego, the power trip that these wokesters are on. I just came in for prescription. If I was a doctor, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck what you came in for. This is my office. I will tell you what you need. That's why you're coming here. That's why I went to school for a fucking decade. I just came in for a prescription. I'm not saying doctors are always right, but my God, if you go to someone as an expert, you better fucking listen to what they say or go somewhere else. Then go somewhere else. Yeah, right? I want to bring up that comment. One of you just commented this. I just came in for a prescription, but if you continue to bring up my weight unprompted, it's pretty standard. It's pretty standard. So Matt Damon to the moon. That's a really good, yeah, right? Another factor. The Alabastard says dosage is calculated by weight. If you're huge, you might need a different concentration, right? Whatever. It's just another piece of data. Nick, aren't they proud of their fatness? You think they'd be ready and willing to be weighed. If they were proud of how fat they are, you would be like, oh, boom, look at that. 350, motherfuckers. 350 in the house.
I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy pills to protect me from AIDS.
350, motherfucker. 350. I just came in for a prescription. Well, now you're walking the fuck out without one. Go see someone else who wants to push pills. Nonsense. All right, let's get back let's wash that trash out of our mouth. We got a couple juicy. We got one from Jeff inside the Swole fam. Hey all, new to the fam, long time podcast lurker. Welcome to the fam, Jeff. Like restraining order worthy. Whoa. A lurker in the podcast, restraining order worthy. Goddamn, should I be worried? I did finally ascend into the Valhalla of fitness, and it is superb. Entering my 27th year in the military, so adaptation is important for staying fit. Adaptation is important for staying fit. 3 big initial takeaways for me. 7 pillars are gospel. 3rd day into Swole season has completely impressed me. The attention to detail by Papa in demonstrating proper form and progressive overload is already being felt, and the community here is positive and consistent, things that will be crucial in the next 4 years. Glad to be here. Go to the fucking gym. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I'm glad you're fucking into it. I'm glad you're doing it. Thank you for your service, of course, and positive and consistent things that will be crucial in the next 4 years. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. And I do want to reiterate that thank you for the support, and I'm glad you're sticking to it. I'm glad you dug into the 7 pillars, and I'm glad that you're focused. We got a stalker. We do have a stalker. I don't mind. I'm in week 3 of Swole season. How many of you are doing Swole season right now? Some gorillas for Swole season. Swole season. I like our Swole cult. Fuck it. It's a cult. It is. Fine. It's a cult of making sick gains and not making excuses. I think that's a pretty damn good one. The Swole fam. The Swole fam. The Swole fam. All right, Michael, new member. What up, Ish? What up, Ish? What's up, Famwise? Famwise Gains G. Let's see what we got here. Hey guys, I'm a greenhorn to the group. I used to love going to gym and helping motivate others to straight crush their goals, but COVID hit and my girlfriend of 2 years left me and I just fell into a rut and depression got the better of me. Fuck. Damn. COVID and no poke and no bang bang? God damn. Oof. That's a rough year. All right, let's get into this more. Towards the end of 2020, I found my love for fitness again and decided to end 2020 by working up and smashing through my old PRs. There you go. I'm now proudly part of the 1,000 pound club. Holy shit. And trying to lose the gut. There you go. I'm hoping to make some new friends here and see if I can help others that might be going through the same stuff I did. Also ignore my paint-stained sweats. It's all good. Good for you, man. Welcome to the fam. Welcome.
USA, greatest country in the world.
Lieutenant Dan.
Let's get some Falcon. Yes. Oh, she's waiting for you. I agree. Plenty of fish in the sea. Plenty of fish in the sea. Michael, you'll find a better one. You'll find a better one that admires and wants to get the same kind of gains that you do. Maybe not exactly the same kind. Maybe she doesn't want to be in the 1,000-pound club. But you'll find someone. You'll find someone better, obviously. And I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're going into 2021. We're going to make sure that 2021 kicks some fucking ass. Aren't we, fam? Let's get some more gorillas. Aaron, I miss Swole season, but surprisingly, Ignite is far more awful. You're doing a Scorched Earth? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Making those gains. Oh my goodness. Good episode tonight. Good stuff tonight. We got some Swole privilege coming up. We got a little Swole privilege. Look at that Tessie. After Puppa, I'm like watching out of the corner of my eye, making sure Puppa doesn't come over here and try to rip some shit up. So we got some awesome stuff coming. Reminder to those of you, some of you asked earlier, if you're interested in memberships, access to Swole Text, the private Swole Fam Discord, the private Facebook group, all that cool stuff, the exclusive private live streams. Reminder that those of you that are not using Facebook as much anymore, you can jump onto the private Discord, but also the accountability meetings, priority access episodes, including the accountability meetings, are now streamed also inside Swole TV. So you won't have to watch them only inside the Facebook group. So those of you that are trying to unplug, we are completely independent, and we have been for a while, but making some more moves to do a lot of private content and exclusive content. And we have some new stuff and some new releases coming. We got some new Swole TV releases coming as well. And for those of you that missed the accountability meeting on Monday, so that was 2 days ago, that was 1718. That's available inside priority access in Swole TV. And it's also pinned to the top of the private Facebook group as well. So if you have any last minute questions or comments, we'll take them and we'll give away this fucking beesh. Ellen, see, I'm cool with 2021 being near the same as 2020. As long as the boyfriend starts traveling for work again and COVID fucks off, I'm good. It seems like it. Seems like it's going to be 2020 part 2, but we're going to do our best. So hopefully we have brighter days ahead. We do have some sun coming up. So those of you that are kind of the winter, I guess up north you have, I guess all of you that are in colder climates, I know the winter goes through fucking April. Man, you guys have to move to somewhere nicer and warmer. I was just talking to a friend of mine today. I can't do the cold anymore. I'm done with it. I don't mind snowboarding or going to a colder environment for a vacation. It's cool, but then I like to come back where I can be naked and feel fine. I don't know. I need the sun. I need the sun. 100-day mask challenge. Is that the squat challenge? We're going to have the Biden. Is that true? Biden's going to have a 100-day mask challenge. I'll wear it. I mean, look, if I go into a store and they're like, wear a mask, all right, I'll wear it. Hey, I think if a business wants you to wear a mask, then you wear a mask. And if a business wants to open, let them open. It's really not that complicated. Is it? Is it really that complicated? Is it really that complicated? Give people the choice. Someone wants you to wear a mask in their establishment, then wear it or don't go in it. Simple. Erin, what gets me is that my doctor comments on my weight and or my blood work, but doesn't give me a solution. Papa gave me the prescription of getting my ass moving and closing my mouth. Ooh. All right. I got a fever. And the only prescription is more fucking grass-fed beef. That's the problem. It's not that the doctors are wrong. It's like, you're too big. Okay. But the doctors don't have the skills, the knowledge, the tools, the time to be able to work through all the addictive habits and undoing. I'm just trying to do my part. The Swole fam, we're trying to do our part. We're trying to spread the message, spread the word, spread the 7 pillars far and wide. Give people their personal responsibility back. Seriously, take your responsibility back. You have it. You're able to do it. We're all able to do it. Some people are just literally in their shell. They completely are just disconnected from their power for actually executing on these things. Totally can do it. Everyone can do it. Doesn't mean that's going to be easy. Doesn't mean that some people don't have better opportunities or accessibility than others. That's the problem, but shouldn't be something that interferes. Clean cut lawn care. Eddie, what up, Ed? Papa Swolio, I deal with anxiety and panic attacks. Meditation has always helped me somewhat. Recommend anything else? I would recommend, are you drinking coffee? I would stop with the stimulants. Honestly. I know a lot of you are like, oh, coffee. I've been doing a few days. I haven't had coffee in a few days. I'm kind of unplugging from a couple things, resetting a few things with like sleep schedules and stuff like that. If you have a lot of anxiety, caffeine or drinking a lot of stimulant drinks, energy drinks or coffee can really exacerbate it. Meditation, obviously, like you were saying, you might want to look into a nice, maybe meditating before bed as well. It could be also try it like maybe magnesium supplement. If you're low in magnesium, that could be a component too. That supplement that I was talking about, Calm, you heat that up, boiling water, you can put that in a tea, and that's something that can help calm you physically and mentally at night, especially if you have a deficiency in magnesium, that could be beneficial. Going to bed at regular hours consistently lowers stress. Journaling helps too. There you go. Journaling. Nick, you're lit right now. Does anyone think that Pop has another bicep under his beard, like Chuck Norris has another fist under his? Ooh. Oh. Maybe. So anyone else, drop some comments there as well. What you do for anxiety and panic attacks. I know a lot of people that have stopped with all the caffeine. It's helped dramatically. King Leon, I can have one coffee and I have anxiety. Sometimes I have a second one, but I try not to because that's when I can get the shakes and rapid heart rate. Yeah, some people, look, if you don't, hemp oil for anxiety. It could be some things like essential oils that might help. I know there are certain blends where you put on your temples or things like that can help with anxiety. A lot of mobility before bed. My cat helps a lot with the anxiety. Interesting. Well, pets and stuff are good. Too much coffee always exacerbates my anxiety. Regular exercise seemed to help with my stress. Love decaf. Meditate every night before bed. 230 days straight so far. Good for you, Aaron. Good for you. Anna, if I go 2 days without coffee, I feel really shitty. Well, that's because, I haven't had coffee in 2 days. I'm unplugging from it. I want to see how I feel without it. I love my coffee, but it's also an addiction. It is. It's a drug. It's a stimulant. And what I've been thinking about too is if you're unplugging from coffee, for example, and you feel shitty and you feel drained, I think a lot of times people compensate for being chronically exhausted, poor sleep, lots of stress, anxiety, blah, blah, blah. And of course, you just take extra coffee and drink extra coffee to wake up, when in reality, you're just trying to put a Band-Aid on an open wound. You're not solving the actual problem. You're not getting more sleep. And it can get really, I think it can take a hold of people more than they realize. And I've always been, I've never, me, I'm definitely not being a hypocrite here. I've been talking about coffee for a long time. I've just been drinking lots of coffee in general. I've done all the coffee, black coffee, bulletproof coffee. I've tried all that stuff, but since going off it for 2 days, I haven't had any headaches. I felt a little bit like, a little under the weather, but I'm also trying to reset my sleep patterns. So having all the coffee in the system is not going to be beneficial for trying to get to sleep at a better consistent time and so forth. But yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. I just haven't, I'm not going to. I haven't had coffee headaches though. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. We'll see if that kicks in later on. But I think after maybe a month or so of not drinking it, probably reset a lot. Yeah. It's one of those things. Think of it like an elimination diet. Shannon says, I haven't had coffee in 2 weeks and I don't have that 3 p.m. slump I used to get with drinking coffee. I mean, if you're drinking black coffee, you're still going to have that up and that down, that crash. So if you're always drinking it and you don't realize that you're chronically exhausted, you're just covering up the problem. So interesting. I know some of you were staying away from it, but there's more things I'm thinking about in terms of negatives or this, that, and the other. Anyway, I've been unplugged from it from a little bit. I do like it, but it's also just, I've been used to it. So I've been having more bone broth instead. So I had bone broth in the morning and bone broth a little while ago. So just drinking more of that. Plus I just not really just thinking about having an empty stomach and drinking coffee. It's like empty stomach. I'm putting that just in only. Can't be good for the old gut. Just empty stomach coffee. So I figured some bone broth, some nice healing nutrition. Playing around with it a little bit. Live for my coffee. I know. It tastes so good. Is bone broth supposed to be clear or creamy looking? It depends. I mean, you're going to get some fat and collagen in there too that separates. It depends on the bones. It depends on the dilution. We need Papa ASMR. Oh, God. How satiating is bone broth? I wouldn't say it's filling. It's like tea. But there's just, you're getting collagen, you're getting proline, glycine, you're getting nutrients and minerals and stuff, calcium and such from the bones and the marrow. I wouldn't say it's super filling. It's like it's broth. Teddy recently came across recovery sleepwear. What are your thoughts? Like what? I don't know. I don't have any thoughts on that. Recovery sleepwear, like compression pants or compression sleeves and things that's supposed to help with blood flow. I don't know. Recovery sleepwear. Interesting. My family always says my bone broth stinks. Yeah, the first day or two. Yeah, Mama Swolio. You smell it strong like the first day or two. Good. Let it stink. All right, we got some Swole card giveaway. Fam, let's see who's going to get this Swole card. Look at that sexy Tessie. Some Swole privilege. We'll be back here tomorrow for some Thursday Swole casting. You know that. We got a Swole privilege winner. Erin Mathehi. Congratulations. Congratulations, Beesh. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Everyone say congratulations no, you have no... Seriously, you can chill the fuck out, Falcon. You can get fucked. I'm trying to give away the fucking Swole card, all right? Enough. You already had your Falcon food. You already ate your Falcon food. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swolecard 1720. In the subject, mailing address, body of the email, and of course, we'll send you that fucking Swole card. So let's nut this beesh. A reminder to everyone that we have the Fuck Your Resolution specials going on right now. Early bird ends on Sunday. Do not miss out. If you're listening, you're not yet a member. What are you waiting for? Swolenormousx.com. Join the Swole fam today. And also make sure you subscribe to the Daily Swole Mancast over on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Leave a review if you have not yet left a review. And also check out our other shows. Check out the Swolenormous Audio Experience, Red, White, and Swole, and the Swolenormous Procast. We got some new content coming this week. I hope you are ready for it. Let's nut this beesh. Sweet, sweet Tessicorn. Oh, you sexy beesh. I know. We shall put you away. You's gonna goes the sleepies. Very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you for joining me for episode 17, Hundo and Schwenty, of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Oh yeah.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Oh yeah. Huh. Oh, Jan. It's coming.
Who told you you keep my cookies?
Not bad. Nailed it. All right, fam. Love you. Thank you for joining. Remember, check out all the stuff that we released this week in the updates tab, but also in the previous accountability meeting, episode 1718. It's in priority access in the Facebook group. It's all available. We'll see you tomorrow for 1721. And I hope you had a good day today. We are going to crush it this year. We got some awesome content coming up for tomorrow's episode, as we always do. I'm stoked. So I'll be in touch and we'll talk tomorrow. Peace, my geese. Deuce, my goose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, out.
Crazy flow, need a
All
straight
right,
jacket.
we nailed it.
Cash flow, I'm a
We
bank
nailed
addict.
it. It was a good session. Yes, well, you stepped out of line. You stepped out of line. We were doing this show. We were fine. And you started to get up in everyone's grill. No one likes an annoying falcon. You need manners. Yes, it's all about respect. How do you... No one's going to respect you if you don't respect them. Fucking child.
My shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.